As one official said of the risky behavior, there are no do-overs. It's game over. At the Rawson Street Station, Julia Papa 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Lane's News Time 6:05. A Long Island wedding reportedly got a bit out of hand last night. Instead, it turned into a bout of fisticuffs that resulted in a massive police response and 2 arrests. Let's go. Police from Suffolk's 4th Precinct say their officers were called to the Flowerfield Wedding and Catering Hall on Mill Pond Road just before 8 last night to break up a fight at the wedding. Well, when they got there, cops had their pick of fights to break up among the more than 100 guests. So then officers from the 2nd, 5th, and 6th precincts, K-9 cops, emergency services, Smithtown Park Rangers, and the head of the Harbor Police. Everybody was there. What a melee. Now, this all did not end before one of the fighting guys assaulted an officer, as Suffolk Chief of Patrol Gerard Hardy explains.
He punched one of our officers in the face and bit him on the arm. That officer was treated at St. Catherine's Hospital and released with minor injuries.
You know what's next. Police charged 22-year-old Justice Murphy of Mastic Beach with a felony count of assault. Also charged Keon Wilson with obstructing governmental administration. Wednesday News Time 6:06. Well, a man wrongfully accused of rape finally gets justice.
On his 72nd birthday, Leonard Mack wept in court. He is not a rapist. DNA evidence exonerated him nearly 50 years after a brutal attack in Greenberg. It was an emotional moment. The judge hugged and kissed him.
I've been through so much, mentally and physically. People just don't know how it feels to be accused of something you didn't do. No matter how long I fought, I ended up serving the whole 7.5 years. But I never gave up hope.
Leonard Mack thanked God, the Innocence Project, and the Westchester District Attorney. DNA analysis points to another man, a convicted sex offender who has confessed. Sean Adams, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in White Plains.
Now to some insight, more of it, into Republican Senator Mitch McConnell's freeze-up. Capitol Hill's attending physician, Dr. Brian Monahan, released a report on the senator, found no evidence of a stroke, seizure, or Parkinson's. McConnell's office said last week's freeze was due to lightheadedness, and Dr. Monahan agrees, saying it's not uncommon for concussion victims to still feel lightheaded. Senator McConnell suffered a concussion, broke his ribs when he fell at a Washington hotel in March. Now to a Wall Street Journal poll showing President Biden is facing some challenges to his 2024 re-election bid. One of them, former President Trump.
The survey conducted from August 24th through August 30th finds that 59% of voters don't approve of the way the president has handled the economy. This as Mr. Biden continues to paint himself as a middle-class president who is pro-union, telling a Labor Day parade in Philadelphia.
We're celebrating jobs, good-paying jobs.
The poll also shows President Biden in a statistical tie with former President Trump, despite the latter's 4 criminal indictments.
Correspondent Allison Keyes, about 38% of voters believe Trump is honest. 45% believe the same about President Biden. Wayne's News Time 6:08.
Inflation is nothing more than a legal form of theft. Because with every new round of money printing, the value of your 401k or IRA is decreased through the dilution of the money supply. Hi, I'm Dr. Ron Paul, and while you still can, I highly recommend you consider physical gold for your retirement account. Why? Because gold provides real wealth preservation that can withstand anything. Even better, with a gold IRA from Birch Gold Group, you pay no penalties or taxes when you transfer your current retirement funds. To learn more, text the word safeguard to 989898. And my friends from Birch Gold Group will send you a free info kit on gold IRAs. Birch Gold is the only gold IRA company I trust. So text safeguard to 989898 to request your free info kit on gold IRAs right now.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-266-7171. 800-266-7171. That's 800-266-7171.
Wayne News Time 6:10. A killer who escaped a Pennsylvania prison is spotted on surveillance camera as he continues eluding police.
Pennsylvania State Police Deputy Commissioner of Operations George Bivens says Danilo Cavalcanti was spotted shortly after midnight Saturday, about 1.5 miles from Chester State Prison.
The photos confirm that Cavalcante has not changed his appearance, but also that he has obtained a backpack, a duffel sling-type pack, and a hooded sweatshirt.
Bivens says the 34-year-old fugitive will be caught despite evading a police perimeter.
I'm confident that he will slip up. He did here. He walked into a trail cam, didn't know it.
Cavalcante was sentenced to life in prison for killing his ex-girlfriend in front of her children and escaped while awaiting transfer to state prison. He's also wanted in his native Brazil for murder. I'm Julie Walker.
Into News Time 6:11. Traffic and transit on the ones. Where are we going now, Greg Rice?
Now we're going back to Queens because we can't catch a break on the Cross Island Parkway, even after all of the earlier issues. Getting on to the eastbound Southern with that truck that had its roof sheared off. Latest issue is a crash in the left lane on the southbound Cross Island just past UPS, and that's keeping everybody slow all the way back to the Throgs Neck Bridge. Southbound Clearview overall is better, but that's not without its cost. Southbound Clearview before 35th Avenue with an accident blocking a lane and backing you up all the way into the Bronx. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Queensbound Whitestone's also slow. So is the southbound Whitestone-Van Wyck combination. You've got another night session at the U.S. Open on tap. Citybound George, 25 up, 15 down. Everything tough towards the outbound George. You've got the Yankees at home this evening. Lincoln, we've got about a 15 to 20 minute ride into the city, 15 minutes out, 20 or so at the outbound Holland. Outbound covered roadway, inbound Skyway. Both are messy. The Newark Bay is how you catch a break. That's going to be a much better ride for you in either direction. Staten Island Expressway still slow west over to Bradley Avenue right off of the Verrazano. That is where you find a breakdown knocking out the left lane. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones and breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
All right, guys, thank you very much for joining me on my commute home as opposed to my commute to work. This is a special evening edition of Driving in the News, listening to 1010 Wins. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next Driving in the News, listening to 1010 Wins.